This is why people began to take to the streets. The shortage of electricity in the extreme heat was the breaking point for many Iraqis. The sector has been worn down by years of war, but people blame the authorities for mismanagement and corruption. The government of Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi promised to take action. The electricity minister, Qasim al-Fadawi, was questioned in parliament. He blamed former ministers for not investing enough to develop the distribution network. Parliament was satisfied with his answers, but it caused yet more anger on the streets.
It seems Parliament isn't taking people seriously and underestimates our will. It's making people even angrier.
Some of the members of Parliament who backed the minister were from Abadi's bloc in Parliament. The State of Law Coalition, or the Shia Alliance, is headed by former Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, who himself has been accused of corruption. He leads the biggest bloc in Parliament.
The state of law is not united. There is the Abadi wing and the Maliki wing, and they are against each other. Abadi was relying on the leader of the Sunni bloc, Salim al-Juburi, and Shia leaders, Ammar Hakim and Muqtada Sadr, but they are all standing against him. He is fighting for reforms alone with the backing of the street and the highest Shia religious authority, Sistani.
The protesters have so far not chanted slogans against Abadi. In fact, they have been protesting every Friday for weeks now to give him support to bring about change. At first, they demanded better services. Now many Iraqis are demanding for corrupt officials to be held accountable and an independent judiciary. They also want to reform a political system where appointments were made according to party loyalties and power distributed among sects. It is basically a call to end sectarian politics. But little has changed for the people weeks after Abadi announced reforms. To meet their demands, the Prime Minister needs the support of the political establishment. But the same politicians who publicly backed the people seem to be standing in his way.
Parliament members are covering up for each other. They're afraid if one minister is fired, then others will also be dismissed. And this means parties will lose their power and seats.
This crisis is testing Abadi's credibility, and his political career could be at stake. And if he goes, there are powerful and popular Shia militias and their political wings who are ready to step in. Zana Khudr, Al Jazeera, Baghdad.